This is probably the most difficult of all the techniques you'll learn, and probably the one you won't learn, and probably the one that you'll hear a lot. But because it's difficult, you won't take the time. Matt will. This is, a history readback is used to overcome an objection of not breaking a habit. Now, I've been running with Readback for 5 years. I'm really happy with what they're doing for me. I don't need any more direct mail places. Can anybody tell me how to overcome that one? Doug?
Well, start asking the correct questions.
Okay, let's do it. Ask me the questions.
Okay, so
I'm happy with Readback. I've been with Readback for 10 years. I don't want to change.
that's great.
5 years.
So you've been doing Readback for quite a while. What do you really like about Readback?
I get response every time I go out.
Okay, good. And usually, how many coupons do you get back?
You know, it depends on the month, but, you know, 50, 75.
Okay, nice. And we already talked about how much your services are. So I mean, definitely that response is what you're looking to get. What time of the month does Readback typically? I mean, I think in this area you come out the first part of the month. What do you do for marketing for the rest of the month?
Well, I usually get coupons in, you know, for at least a couple weeks.
Okay, great. Well, what I wanted to show you, I already have the appointment, correct? Or am I setting the appointment? Okay, well that's great.
I just told you I don't want to see you because I'm happy with Readback.
So, so the nice thing about this is if you give me a few minutes of time, I can show you how I can extend that reach.
You know what? I got a lot of work to do with him even. He said I 4 times in 3 sentences.
We come out the 3rd week of the month here in Chicago, and I could extend those
And I
rebates
could.
for the whole month.
If I was able to show you how you could get redemption for a 30-day period, would you be interested? If we were able to show you how you could extend your redemption for a 30-day period, would you be interested? It's a simple question like that. You're beating around the bush, and you got to get to that one thing. That's why it takes the time to study it. You can go his direction. He'll get there eventually. I might be old by the time he gets there.
I am dealing with a driver, so.
Right. So this is what's really, you know, you see what I'm saying? So no matter how long you've been doing this, you can get better at it. So, but this is a technique to get somebody from what they've been doing. The goal here is to show a company that's been using the same product or service for years that they need your product or service. And how it's done is you ask the questions. What advertising are you currently doing? How long have you been using them? Did you use anyone prior to Readback? Did you do a lot of research when you changed from Clipper to Readback? Are your benefits better now? It's working out better since you made that switch? If you received all the benefits from making that previous change, why now would you deny yourself the opportunity of receiving even more benefits by the possibility of another change? That sentence has to be memorized.
Are you saying that they're giving up one?
I'll show you. Well, stay with me. May I at least demonstrate what we have? Okay. So it says, I'm happy with Readback. I'm not interested in making a change. So how long have you been using Readback? So Paula, you told me you've been in business for 10 years and you're currently using Readback. Did you use anybody before you used Readback?
I think I might have used Clipper sometime.
And what made you change from Clipper to Readback? Was there research? Did you just like the salesperson? What was the deal?
I like the salesperson, so I decided that I wanted to try the other kind of coupons, and maybe they would save those and save it, put it on the fridge.
And since you've made that change to Readback, have you received greater benefits and a better response?
It seems that way.
I love when they say that. Okay? So since you made the switch, you've been getting better benefits, right?
Right.
So that this is the thing here. So you received all those benefits from making that switch from Clipper to Valpak. Why now would you deny yourself the possibility of even getting greater benefits by making another switch?
I think I want to make the change.
May I at least show you? Can I show you what we have? That's all I really want to do is just show you. But it's the biggest thing that's tough about this, and it's really not tough, is that question. If you received all the benefits from making a previous change, why now deny yourself the opportunity of realizing even more benefits by the possibility of making another change? You made a change once, and it worked. Why not at least look at it? You got to remember, this is a put-off tactic. It's not true. They just don't want to talk to you. Well, either way, I don't really care. I don't really care if they're really happy with Valpak. I wouldn't try to talk them out of staying with Valpak. I would ask them to use us in the months that Valpak isn't reaching the homes, or the time of the month that they're not reaching, if we have that. And of course, you have to know that up front. Okay, I don't know. In Detroit market, we are 2 weeks off from Valpak every month except for 3. Okay, I know that because I sell that market. And I know December's one of them. July is another one. So I know the months that we're off. So most of the time we're off 2 weeks. So I can say 50% of the people run on both. I can extend your market penetration for a whole month, because don't you get most of your redemption in the first 2 weeks? And if we came out after that, now you got another 2 weeks, you got 30 days of redemption. And after all, you told me you're happy with Valpak, so they must be paying for itself, right? So wouldn't you expect the same type of results and benefits from Save-On? Direct mail obviously works for your business, right? We should do it, don't you think? The history readback is an approach that's used commonly when a person says they're happy. I'm using Valpak. Are you happy with them? How long have you been using them? For 4 years. Did you use another company before that? Yes, I used Money Mailers and Clipper. You used to advertise with other products and you switched to Valpak. Did you do a lot of research before you made that decision, or did you like the salesperson, or what made, you can just talk to them like that, you're talking. I did. I looked into mailing zones. They made more sense to me. I liked the fact that I could do smaller zones with Valpak versus Clipper. And so since you've made that change, have you seen greater benefits and a better result from making the change? You have? Then the big hit has to be. So you increased benefits. You got a better result for your advertising dollar from making the change from Clipper to Valpak. Well, Paula, tell me then, if you received all those benefits from a previous change, why would you deny yourself the opportunity of possibly receiving more benefits with making another change?
I need more staff.
Can I just at least show you what we have to offer? You have to learn that one sentence. Now, I don't have it memorized because I haven't been doing it for a long time. I've been out of the mix. But if you can take the time to do that one, because you're going to hear that a lot, guys. Do you hear? How many times have you heard it already? Yeah, I'm happy with what I'm doing. And if you can do that eloquently and talk through it, you can, hey, the bottom line is just give me a chance to show you. If you don't know what we're doing, how can you possibly make an intelligent decision on the possibility of getting greater results from us? And/or, when I'm done with that, one of the things I might say, if I knew my market here, half of the people that run with Valpak also run with Save, because they found it a way we mailed 2 weeks off of Valpak, and they found it's a way for them to expand especially during their key months, to keep their redemption going for a whole 30-day period instead of the first 2 weeks. May I at least show you what Save has to offer? And they'll let you do it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Take the time to learn that sentence. You got to say it a couple hundred times and you'll have it. Don't worry about it. So the next phase of this, is, you can make up techniques and ways to overcome different things. But what I did is I tried to give you different ways to answer the majority of the main programs. I've tried direct mail, it doesn't work. I work with an ad agency, it's not my image, I have no money, I'm already happy with Valpak, I'm not interested, all I'm doing is digital marketing. So what I have here going forward is how to handle those things. So you'll see here, objection 1. I tried direct mail and it doesn't work. So I'm going to give you a few ways to handle it. But let's talk about it. How might you handle it? I've tried direct mail and it doesn't work. Anybody?
What time of the year did you try it?
Well, I ran about 3 months. I think it was May, June, July, something like that.
What offer that was?
Yeah, I gave 20% off. It was the offer I did.
How many coupons did you give out?
Geez, I don't remember, but I know it wasn't that great. 20 or 30 each month, something like that.
What was your circulation?
How many homes did I run in? I think I ran 3 zones with Valpak.
And each zone had how many homes?
I don't know. 10, I think. 20,000, 10,000? I think 10. Yeah, it's 30,000 homes, yeah. Okay,
What time of year, what was the offer, how many homes?
I thought everybody fell asleep on me.
So, what was the offer, what did you get in return? What's the value of the client, right?
Are you asking me? Or are you telling me? Okay, so I tried coupons that didn't work. Anybody else? Well, let's go through now. And again, this is stuff for you to read and memorize, okay? So let's go through it. That's true when direct mail doesn't work when it's not done properly. A lot of people try direct mail, and when asked when they last tried it, they say 2 years ago. They tried it once, it didn't work. So they never really tested direct mail. They don't know the full understanding and potential of direct mail. Though the approach to this objection first is by agreeing with them, and secondly by giving them a history readback close. Another technique by handling the objection is to question it down and try to answer it from there. Here is an example. What does it mean question it down? Question it thoroughly. Make sure you ask them but if you don't ask them the right questions, like you guys were attempting to, but you never got to the meat of the potatoes, So I've tried direct mail, it didn't work. I tried it 2 years ago and it just didn't work for me. It didn't work for you? I see. May I ask you a few questions? You ran it only once? I ran it in March, which is my busiest season. The weather was great. It didn't work for me, and I have no faith in direct mail. Within each objection comes another objection. Try posing the solution to the problem they are verbalizing. You can put the shoe on the other foot technique. So you try direct mail and it doesn't work. Right now, you're not willing to give it another opportunity. Is that the way you feel? Yes. Okay, then you heard it great. That's the finish. Put the shoe on the other foot. When you see direct mail is numbered properly, vanity, thousands of business, direct mail is proven an effective form of advertising. So now, I guess what I want you to read in here is how once I answer and I say, okay, well, pretend with me for a moment you went to a restaurant, bad place to eat, and you go through all that. They get it. Okay. You wouldn't stop eating, would you? Or when you wouldn't stop going to restaurants, right? The other part of that that's just important, then they go, no, and you say, of course not. And you say, you see, when direct mail is not done properly, it might not work. At Save-On, we pride ourselves on having a variety of marketing solutions, and we've helped thousands of businesses in the 30 years we've been open, just like yours. Direct mail has proven to be the most effective form of advertising for small businesses. May I at least show you what we have to offer? Okay, so you have to finish off the shoe on the other foot. And so one of the things I'm going to bring up is what makes an effective advertising campaign. Timing, repetition, and vehicle. Okay? So I'm going to go through those different programs. So here's some things. Did you realize that there's more money spent on direct mail marketing than TV and radio combined? Direct mail is a billion-dollar business, so it must be working for some companies. Why do you think that would be the case? It's the most effective form of advertising, especially for small businesses like yours. Why? Because you're able to target the type of customer exactly. You're able to send out to the people you feel are best for you, and it's measurable. You didn't feel it worked because the person that came to you allowed you to run just once, and that did you an injustice. You probably missed the opportunity to grow your business by using the greatest medium available to companies like yours. So may I at least show you how Save-On can help your business grow? A lot of this stuff, I'm going to go through a little bit of it because I think there's better uses of our time, but I want to go through and explain what we have here. The next one, it says, well, the newspaper works for me. What typically happens is they'll give you one objection, you'll handle it, they'll give you a third objection and a fourth objection. You know, they just, and if you don't know how to handle every one of them, and so they said, well, I tried direct mail, it doesn't work for me. So you answer that, and they said, I know, but you know, the newspaper, I know it works, so why should I why should I try it? Okay? Or newspapers isn't a big competitor anymore. You know, it's becoming less and less and less, much like the Yellow Pages. I mean, Yellow Pages used to be a huge competitor. Now it's hardly at all. What this does is this tells you every objection about the newspaper, okay? And it talks about only 30% of newspaper readers are women. And these are the correct ones, by the way. 20%, most of them reach only a 20 or 25% market share. Check on what it is here. What's the trib hit? How many homes does the trib go to? Who reads yesterday's news? You know, they're very limited on the retentive appeal. How would you like a product that stays in the home up to a month? I've got a few different objections that we can go through. So word of mouth advertising is best. I agree, our programs and services are designed to bring you new and repeat business and ultimately more word of mouth advertising. The unfortunate thing about word of mouth advertising is that your good customers don't wake up in the morning with the thought of promoting your business for you, and will only occasionally mention your business to a friend or coworker. Certainly they are not reaching thousands of potential customers in your immediate marketing area. Did you know that direct mail is the only form of advertising that outperforms word of mouth? And according to the Retail Index Association, it's a true statement. You know, that's knowledge, okay? That's important stuff. Word of mouth accounts for 21% of new customers. Direct mail accounts for 28.9%, according to the Retail Index Association. Together, they represent over half of your new business. If you have 30 minutes, I'm confident that together we'll find at least one solution that'll help you grow your business. So, you know, really what we're saying here, you know what? I know that word of mouth advertising is a really important part of business. And we certainly, but I also know that your customers aren't waking up in the morning thinking of how they're going to promote your company. They're not saying, wow, I got to tell everybody about Nancy today, you know, because I know she needs my help. They're certainly not going to reach the thousands of potential new customers that we can do for you. According to the National Retail Index, direct mail is the only thing that really outperforms word of mouth. For the average retail business, word of mouth represents 21% of your new business. 28%, over 28%, comes from direct mail, and together they make up over half of your new business acquisition. May I at least show you how Save-On has made direct mail better and how we can help you grow your business? Something like that, okay? So if you just know the details, these are not so much about, you know, putting the shoe on the foot or the history read back and memorizing a certain line. It's remembering a few statistics and remembering how to get them. You got to remember, these are just put-off tactics, guys. They just want to get rid of you. They don't want you to waste their time. It's as simple as that. If you can give them any pushback, they'll let you do it. Because you got to remember, most people say, all right, you like word of mouth. Okay, I'll leave. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother you.
Usually if it's only good word of mouth, they have no money.
Right. Well,
For the most part.
either they have no money or they don't want to grow their business. Or so, you know, a question I might ask them, Are you still interested in growing your business, Nancy? Or you feel like you're good where it is? You do want to grow it. Well, did you know, and then I'd go into something like that, okay? You can ask a big question like that. Hey, are you interested in growing business? Because if she says, no, you know, I'm sort of tired, I really don't want to get any bigger. Me and my husband are happy. I don't want to work any harder. My kids are gone. I really just want to wait till I die.
I've had a couple of people.
Oh yeah, they're out there, no question.
Like Forrest.
Sure.
They just do it for a hobby and they don't care if their business is closed
No.
next year. They're just
In
gonna
fact,
get out of
if you send me more people, I'm going to be mad at you. I don't want to work that hard. All right. I don't do any advertising. Have you? You don't do any advertising. Okay, now go back to remember the steps. So you hear it, you feed it back to them, you question it, then you answer it, then by the way. So you hear it out. You don't do any advertising? It says, I don't do advertising. Oh, you don't do any advertising? And then you say, have you ever done any advertising or marketing for your company? If they say no, okay, say thank you very much, I appreciate your time, and leave. It's okay for no's, right? Didn't they teach you at Sandler? Yeah. No's not a bad word. Don't waste your time. So have you ever done advertising? Is your business growing the way you would like? If they say yes, you would say the next statement. Or you might move on and, their name. Suzanne, I had other business owners say the very thing to me because it was a great way to get rid of pesky salespeople. What? That do nothing but waste their time and money. I can promise you that I will both value your time and bring you proven solutions that will help you grow your business. Save-On is used by thousands of companies because we work. If given the opportunity, I'm confident that together we'll have at least one solution to help you grow your business. Would you allow me a few minutes on Tuesday or Wednesday to help you grow your business? No, but that's not funny. You know, you have to say it with sincerity. You know, you have to be able to say stuff like that. Though that's professionals. Yeah. If you can say that, you're in. You know what you're doing. So you say, so you've never done any advertising? I'm not using you. So you've never done any advertising, Paula?
Never.
You know, I've had other people say that to me because they just want to get rid of pesky salespeople that waste their time. You're not doing that, are you?
No.
No, I didn't think
I
so.
listen to you.
No, but make a joke out of that. You can be cute with that, and they'll depends on the person. If you do that with a driver, they might shoot you. Yeah. But you'd have to say that, it's just, you don't think I'm a pesky salesperson that's going to waste your time and add no value, and you're just trying to get rid of me, are you?
I'll tell you best when you're done.
Yeah. Well, if given the opportunity, I promise to not only value your time, but bring you proven solutions that will help you grow your business. Save-On's been in business for over 30 years, and we've helped thousands of businesses just like yours grow their company and reach their sales goals. Can we at least take a few minutes and I can show you what we have to offer? Sure. Would Tuesday or Wednesday be better?
Wednesday.
Hey, what do you want to do? You want to walk out the door and say, okay, you don't advertise. And then you see them in Valpak 2 weeks later. I work with an agency. I've never heard that one before. Now again, this is a situation that may or may not be a reality. Now, I know you wouldn't believe that one of those people would lie to us. A lot of people work with agencies. My agency tells me what they think, but I make the final decision. The problem here is if the potential clients get you to talk to their agency, you're going to lose. Okay, because you're going to have to present to the agency, and the agency's not going to be able to present the product with the zest and zeal and aptitude that you can, because coupons aren't sexy and they're not creative. Oh, and by the way, they don't make any money at it. Agencies hate us because they don't make money at it. TV, radio, they're bigger buys, and they get to add on their 10 or 15% and get their commission off of it. Okay? We don't. So let me see, hold on. I'm going to get you to spend $20,000 with this guy and I'm going to make nothing on it. Or I'm going to get you to spend $20,000 with the TV and I make 15%. Which way am I going as an agency? As a result, they're not going to make a good presentation that gets the client emotionally involved with our product, and no one buys our product unless they buy it by emotions, right? So when they tell you they have an agency, how do you handle that? I have an agency. We work with agencies all the time. What we found is a lot of our advertisers like to learn a little bit about our product before we see their agency though. Would you have a few minutes for me to share some highlights of Save-On so you'll have a first-hand knowledge when you talk to the agency about it? Okay, so how do you say that? Okay, you know, Matt, we work with agencies all the time. It's good that you have an agency because that means you're serious about your marketing for your business. A lot of times the owners of business like to talk with us and we share some of the information. So before we go to the agency, that way when the agency comes back and tells you about their product, you'll have some first-hand knowledge. May I just share some of the highlights of Save-On with you so that you'll be able to make an intelligent decision?
Yeah, sure. Can you do it quicker?
I can do it as fast as you desire. Okay, so you say something like that. So I think the key words in here is we found that a lot of like to learn a little bit about a product before we see their agency, and can we give you some highlights? Those are two words that say, hey, I'm not going to give you a whole presentation, even though I'm going to. I'm not going to take all your time, even though I'm going to, because once I'm in there, he won't kick me out, because I'm really good. I give such an eloquent presentation. I'm going to be with him for 45 minutes. And then he's going to just say, you know what, forget the agency, let me do this. This is your opportunity to get them interested in our product. And then if you have to go to the agency, you still have them on your side. So if the agency goes, yeah, the guy, he'll say, did they come talk to you? Yeah, he did, but that's not, what didn't you like about it? At least they'll have something to fight about, And a lot of times when I finally get to talk to Matt, okay, and I'm going to talk, one of the problems that we find when we talk to agencies is that most agencies work on a commission, and we're not commissionable, so they're more skewed to put on the media, the electronics and so forth that give them a larger spend and a commission than on our program, even though our program will work very well for you. So I want you to keep that in mind when you talk to them. Now that would be at the end of my conversation with them, and that would be depending on what kind of rapport we got so far. Okay? You have to be careful about that. So a lot of our customers that we deal with do have agencies. To tell you the truth, I really like that because that says you're serious about advertising your business. You heard me say that to them. Advertising is one of the most crucial elements of a successful business. Unfortunately, most small businesses don't spend the time and money necessary to make advertising work for them. So what this says to me that you're a customer who can use Save to its fullest. Don't you agree? The other thing is I definitely will go to your agency and present Save-On to them. But what I found was helpful was that when they come back to present to you, you have a better understanding of what Save-On can offer so that you can make an intelligent decision. You seem like a person that would want to make an intelligent final decision. And if you can give me an opportunity to just do the highlights and show you what Save has to offer, then when the agency comes back to you, you'll have enough information so you can make an intelligent decision on our product. And if it's something that's going to work for you, you'll want to go ahead with it, won't you, Matt? Anyway, this gives you some just food for thought, how to do it. And what you have to do is put it in your own words. So you would say stuff like, Karen, I've been doing this for 30 years. I've been doing this for 6 years. I've been doing this for 7 years. It's really difficult for me to make a presentation to an agency, and then after 15 or 20 minutes of being with them, they're able to give you an eloquent, detailed presentation so that you really understand what we do. So what I found is a lot of my customers that have agency, it tells me that you're you're really interested in advertising's critical importance for your business. And so what they sometimes let me do is give them the highlights of what we do, so they have a better understanding to make an intelligent decision once they talk to their agency. Would that be okay with you? Yeah. So, it's something like that. Making it up as I go. So, then they come to the next one. Well, I have an agency, so I don't need to hear all this stuff from you salespeople who are going to waste, pesky salespeople that waste my time. I have an agency, so I don't need to hear all of this. It would be beneficial for both of us to find out a few things about your business prior to me speaking to the agency. Would you have a minute to tell me a little bit about your business? Remember, what did I tell about drivers? They like to talk about their baby. Get them talking. You're obviously a type of person who thinks advertising is really important for your business. Otherwise, you wouldn't invest the dollars into an agency. But I know a person like yourself has to have a good understanding of what they're going to invest in before they do it. You're not going to simply take your agency's recommendation without knowledge on your own, are you? Oh, I love that. That's the best sentence in the whole damn thing I said so far about this. What are they going to say to that? You're not simply going to take your agency's recommendation without any knowledge of your own, are you? Okay, now here's another one. I don't use coupons. I understand. I've had several clients that have promoted their business for years that weren't big coupon users. I could quickly share you a major piece of research that shows 82% of consumers have stated that they enjoy looking through the coupons and special offers they receive in the mail. We do have products like inserts and DAL postcards that allow the benefits of shared mail, like targeting and huge savings over doing it yourself without having to be part of a coupon book. Would you have 30 minutes so I could show you how our programs have helped thousands of companies like yours drive sales and increase store traffic? I guess what? These are all just little put-off tactics. And I just want to give you something, a rebuttal, to come back so you're not just putting your tail between your legs and walking out. Because if you push back at all, in most cases, they're going to let you. Okay? They're going to let you give them a presentation. So I don't use coupons, or I don't like to be part of a coupon product. Coupon statistics are important pieces to know. 83% people look at mail and coupons when they come in the mailbox. 83%. That's huge numbers. Now, do you think you think the 17% of the people that don't look are just rich people? Some of our biggest redemptions are in high income areas. In Detroit, Birmingham, Troy, Rochester, those are all really big coupon redemption areas for us. And they're the highest incomes in the Detroit market. I know the North Shore area is a big market for us here. Nick, and they have a lot of coupon users out there. So, you know what? If you don't use coupons, you're stupid. You didn't get money because you didn't get to become rich because you're stupid. Okay? And just because you're rich doesn't mean you don't want to save money. We don't want a discount to our regular clients. I understand. If I could show you a way to bring in new clients and create more visits, expenditures from your regular clients, would you be willing to give me some of your valuable time? We work with thousands of business owners, helping them promote their business and drive sales. I'm confident that together, okay? Another one is, when you're out there and you hear this stuff, you come back and you write it down and you come up with new ideas on how to handle this. So, we don't want a discount to our regular clients. What might you say? Have you guys used that before? It's okay to reward your current clients. That it might be, your current client, if you don't reward them, someone else is going to. And so right now they're sitting at home thinking about going to your competitor because there's a special offer. Do you want to lose them as a current customer and let them go to that competitor? Or do you want to keep them and reward them for being a good client? That's what this can do for them, you know? So, you know, that's another way. You ask them questions that they have to answer, and they go, well, geez, you're right. If somebody else could be giving them that deal, right? And then guess what? They're no longer your customer, the other guy's customer, and he's going to give him coupons. They're not my image. I love that one. That's my favorite. I understand your concerns. How I'm sure you would agree with our current economic climate, more and more people are looking to save on things they buy. Don't you agree? In fact, coupon usage has risen 73% over the past year. And 78% of households with an annual income of $100,000 use coupons when purchasing products or services. Is it possible that you need to reassess your thinking in our current marketplace? Some of these people are just stuck on this thing from the past, you know, we never did it, you know. I tell you, not furriers and people, they got to use coupons now. I'm telling you, just not going to happen. I'm confident together we'll find a way to drive more sales and keep your image of your company with what you desired. We have more than one product, Rick, to help your company grow. And I'm confident that we can keep the image that you're looking for and still drive sales to your door. Would you at least give me a few minutes of your time, maybe Tuesday, or would Wednesday be better? All right, so, and again, all I want is an appointment. This is all stuff to get rid of me, right? I don't have any money. I spent my budget this year. It cost too much. You know, the response, we specialize in working with small business owners on cost-effective marketing programs that drive sales. Generally, our programs are very affordable and allow you to reach your new potential customers and increase repeat sales from your immediate marketing area for only pennies per household. After all, what will you make your final decision on? The total investment or the return on that investment? May I at least show you how direct mail solutions can help your company grow? So I have no money. So we have some real cost-effective programs that can help drive new sales to your business. If you don't have the money to spend on marketing and you don't have new customers coming in, that's going to be a problem, right? If I can take a few minutes of your valuable time, I'm confident that I can show you how we can give you a cost-effective program that will fit in your budget and help you drive new sales. After all, Doug, what are you going to base your determination on? The total investment into a program or the return of that investment? And you ask a question that's pretty obvious, all right? Business is slow. Never heard that one before. Business is slow. I can't afford to advertise. And yet they'll advertise going out of business in the paper. Never understood that one. You got to put them to, they got a big ad in the paper and they got things on their window going out of business. Should have advertised. I understand. We specialize in working. We specialize in working with small business owners, many in this area, who have peaks and lows in their business, and we work with them to design a program that makes sense for their business. We may have a payment program divided up to 4 months into 6 payments as well. I'll talk about that in a minute. As well, that might work for help generate business now when you're the slowest. Most of our clients promote their business year-round, maximizing their peak season and maintaining more consistent revenue during their slower periods. Okay, so that's a mouthful. What does that really mean? You know, I understand that businesses have their high points and their low points in business. And what you're saying to me right now is that you're in a low point. We have special programs that help to run marketing and spread your investment over a longer period of time so you can pay a little amount each month. And so when you're slow, you can get the benefits of the marketing. And as you get more business in the door, that's going to give you more revenue and more ways to increase your budgeting. So if given the opportunity, I can take a few minutes, you know. So again, it's just a way to get rid of you. I like the other one. You're not just trying to get rid of pesky salespeople, are you? That's my favorite. I'm not interested. I don't have time to talk. Every one of these are just talking points that give you a loop of what you need to say to get them to let you show what you have. Okay, so read through this stuff, pick out the pieces that you like, see how it works for you, see what you need to say at a particular, when they say this, you say this. And you have to take time to study this. I mean, even me, I haven't looked at this stuff in a long time, and I've forgotten a lot of it, but it, you know, as soon as I hear the thing, it comes back to me and I know how to present it and what to say about it. You know, after you do it and memorize it, it's always there. You just gotta, it's back to the basics. That's part of learning, right? That's step number 5. Back to the basics every year, back to batting practice and redoing it. You're gonna lose it if you don't use it.